Yeah, Dustin is one of those diverse collectors. Yes, he is. Dustin, I respect him a lot. He thinks through things, talks through things. And what the
Yeah.
coolest thing about him is that he's humble enough to say, I don't know that. I can
Yeah, I like his channel. He's one of the, guys that is willing, just like you're willing to listen to people with different points of views. I think that's a good idea, especially today, in terms of sports cards, where, a lot of people have different opinions. And sometimes, I was talking to Ziggy, I had him on. I don't know if you saw that podcast, but he said that people from, all sorts of views in sports cards or whatever type of cards, they need to just have a conversation.
They
And
really do. That's what I
and
think.
like a lot of people, been hating on Jeff Wilson, and what Ziggy was saying is like, hey, someone that doesn't like Jeff Wilson and Jeff Wilson should get in a room or have a conversation and
Mhm.
then just talk it out. They could be like, here's where you need to improve, and here's he could say to the other person, here's where you need to improve. And I think that would be good for the hobby. I think that would reduce the amount of you know uh, rage that people are having right now. I mean, I just see it, in my comment section, like all the time. Like people saying, yeah, and this needs to stop. Even though some of the stuff has been going on for a while,
Mhm.
it's just that you know a lot of people are frustrated from what I'm getting at.
I always wonder this. Let me ask this question. Right?
Yeah,
Jeff is at like what 149,000 subscribers.
yeah.
How do you get there?
Didn't he start out in YouTube much earlier than other content creators? I don't know when you got on.
I don't know about much earlier. I remember he went to I think the 2019, yeah, 2019 national. I think he
Yeah,
was filming himself. But my point is, he has 150,000 subscribers, right?
yeah.
I'm gonna guess that some of those 150 have a problem with him.
Some of those 150,000 subs have a problem with him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that's true. I mean some people that
So that would mean at one point they were listening to Jeff and they didn't have a problem.
I think during the pandemic, everyone was riding the gravy train,
Hmm.
and he's the guy with the most subscribers, and there needs to be a scapegoat for whenever
Speak on
people
this
lose
now.
money.
This is where I'm going. Speak on
So,
that.
so whenever people lose money, they need to find a scapegoat.
Hmm.
And he is probably the easiest scapegoat because he used to, I believe he used to talk about, hey, these cards, these are our picks, right?
Yes, he did.
And
Yes,
yeah,
he
he
did.
did. So
Yep.
now things have calmed down. So people are like, hey, you used to do this and blah 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 blah, and you have the top 5 cards, and some people are going to say, hey, that's a pump and dump, right? Even though it's probably not. It's just
Well, let
saying,
me
hey,
just tell you this though. On my
yeah,
channel, right? I've had people leave comments
yeah.
asking me to do what Jeff does.
Yeah, and if you did that, then some people would definitely love you for that, and some
And
people
then
would
some
just
people would say,
are just like they would go at you hard,
that's
like
right. Some people would
so.
say, FD, you cause me a problem.
Yeah, that's true. So
You see how that
I
works? But you see how that works though, right?
yeah,
That's how that works.
yeah. I mean, the more,
But then if you have your own mind
hmm
and you're creating the content that you want to create,
yeah,
like man, you don't buy enough on your shows. I need to see you spend more money on your show and get more pickups. Well, I just got a comment the other day.
yeah,
Uh, I would like to see you do more pickups on your shows. Did I explain to them the whole card show market has changed?
yeah,
Please know if you're in a state that you're not going to card shows have somewhat changed. Let me say as a overarching umbrella.
yeah,
There's card shows that I go to that are the same as they were about a year ago. I mean, I'm talking about the quality of cards that's on the table, the vendors having conversations with you, people being willing to negotiate with you. And those are the car shows that I go to on a regular basis. But then I have been to other shows or other environments where it's not like that. And a lot of them are like bigger shows sometimes. It's not like that. You have some people who believe that the cars sell themselves on the table. You'll see a vendor behind the table, 4 feet behind, 5 feet behind the table. They're not really there to talk to you.
They're trying to sell you something.
They're here to sell you something, but the cars speak for themselves. Like, you should see that car and be like, oh man, that's the second year Clay Thompson car. Wow. And then that car has sold you already. Yeah. I don't need to really talk to you.
Yeah, I think some people though, are just quiet, right? That's the thing. It's personality based. I could tell that, you like to talk to people, right? So I could see you, if you were a vendor, you'd be talking to people, right? It's not about the sale. Like someone who is usually more reserved, I'd probably be quiet, and it's not that I'm trying to be a jerk or anything like that, but that's just my nature, right? So it may not be that, they are just trying to, sell you the card. It's just maybe their nature and the personalities. Like, everyone is different.
It could be, but
yeah.
Something tells me that card shows are going to be much more selective about who is setting up at their shows.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think it reflects on the show.
Yeah, because I remember, going to the Chicago Spectacular show. Like, some people would, come and talk to you, hey, how's it going? Mm-hmm. And some people, like you said, they're just they're quiet, right? And then
I think conversation. This is just my opinion. I think conversation and human interaction, as long as you have a show, is going to be more and more important as we go forward. Now, if I'm at home buying on eBay, I still feel, bro. If I was buying for you on eBay, and I really want this card, I'm gonna hit you with a couple of comments, a couple of notes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna humanize this situation. This is not just a, oh, you put a card up and let me buy it. Like Brendan said, vet the dealers. Why not? There's gonna be more of that. If you're a dealer at a show and you have poor interaction with people, or you're rude, or you talk down to people of color, women and children, because this is happening out here.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to ask you about that.
Yeah, you have more experience at shows, so I can't speak to that. Usually I'm, on eBay just buying my stuff all the time. Like I said, I'm going to hit probably the Chicago shows, and, when they bring the National back to Chicago, I'll go to that. But yeah, you have more experience to speak on that, so I can't comment on that.
So Rookie says Carl Letter is Jeff Wilson's opposition, but Carl Letter just did a big deal.
I think Jeff Wilson had the opportunity to be bought out by PSA. Mm-hmm. So I think they went to Jeff Wilson first. He declined.
Oh, you think that's how that went down?
No, Jeff said that PSA went to them in the comment section. In one of the videos, I think Dustin's video, he said that PSA sent us an offer. We declined it because we want to be independent. And I think they're going to probably do like more eBay related materials in the future. Okay. Not just sports cards. I think that's how they're going to expand.